Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the brand new show on the One Podcast Network, the Armchairing. Thank you for tuning in, for listening, for watching. This is a new journey. I am your host, Bruce Maro. And first of all, I would like to thank Khalil Thomas for giving me this opportunity to come on his channel and having this new show. It's gonna be a journey. It might be a bumpy ride, but we're gonna grow together. Sharing will be interesting. It will be fun. It will be entertaining. We're gonna make mistakes, but we're gonna grow from it, and we're gonna be better. Don't forget to catch Khalil and Jason on Thursday, every Thursday at 8. So, who is Bruce Maro? I am a citizen of the world. I have visited a lot of countries. I am from Haiti. Yes, the country that's very popular in the news these days. And I do not eat cats and dogs, by the way. Yes, I moved here when I was a kid, and I love sports. I was introduced to sports by my father. My favorite sport growing up was football. Well, I'm sorry, soccer. That's why they call it here in the States. So, favorite player, Diego Maradona. A lot of people don't know him, but a lot of people know him. But now everybody likes Messi. But Diego Armando Maradona, that's my favorite player. Started to watch basketball as a child. My favorite player, MJ, of course. And I like other players too. Other players right now too. And over the upcoming weeks and hopefully years, you're gonna learn about my taste in basketball, my taste in other sports. I have a great love for the WNBA. Started watching since 1997. I think that was the first year. And my favorite team was the New York Liberty. My favorite player of all time in the WNBA is Teresa Waterspoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Thomas. Thank you for being here. Or good evening. Teresa Waterspoon. So I was there, 1997. Went to the finals, heartbreak. 1999, went to the finals, heartbreak. I was there in 2000, heartbreak. I was there in 2002, heartbreak. I wasn't there in 2003 for the heartbreak because Teresa Witherspoon is not on the team anymore. So I was there when Teresa was there, when Sophia Witherspoon was there, when Sue Wicks was there, Rebecca Lobo, Vicky Johnson, Becky Hammond, Tyree Phillips, Tamika Whitmore. Yes, I was there. So I am a OG WNBA fan. I'm not part of the new crowd of Caitlin Clark people who's just started watching WNBA and trying to be shocked when all the players are physical with her or other things. By the way, Caitlin Clark, I watched her this season. She's sneaky and asshole on the court. I'm sorry if I don't know if I should have said that, but that's I think she's a good player, but she's not the greatest player, WNBA player of all time yet. I don't know. She might become one. I mean, one of the greatest, but she's not to me right now. We're gonna say more about Cleveland Club later on the show. So tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about the WNBA because the playoff is starting this Sunday, September 22nd. And for the last couple of years, I already knew before going to the playoff. I had a choice, or I was thinking which team might win the championship. Like the last couple of years, I said the Aces, and the Aces won. Last week, I was thinking that the Lynx might win, but after watching a few games last weekend and this week, last night, ooh, I don't know. I really don't know. I know, okay, Leo and Jason from the Box Out, by the way, who comes up tomorrow 8 p.m. Uh, they might think the New York Liberty. Is it gonna be the Lynx? Is the Lynx gonna surprise people because nobody saw them being good this year and win? Is it gonna be the Aces? Are they gonna repeat? Are they gonna repeat for the first time in the WNBA? Is it gonna be Connecticut Sun? Connecticut Sun went to finals several times, but never won, just like the Liberty. Is it gonna be the Fever? Ooh, is the Fever gonna upset somebody in the first round? Is it gonna be the Storm? Hmm. Is it gonna be the Dream? I don't think so, but you never know. Uh, so I think there's only 5 teams. I know there's 8 teams gonna be in the playoff. I think there's 5 teams that have a shot to win the championship. I think I'm gonna start with the least favorite to me, in my opinion, that can win the championship, and to the most favorite to me that has a chance to win the championship. Number 5 is the Indiana Fever. Why am I saying the Indiana Fever? Because the backcourt of Clayton Clark and Cassie Mitchell is dynamic. They score like crazy. When they are on, it's very hard to stop them. They tend to double team Clayton Clark a lot. That's why she gets all those assists and all those turnovers too. So Cassie Mitchell, man, she can ball, man. She can ball. Aaliyah Boston, she's good. She's good. She's good. When she's on, she's great. But when she's not on, So the reason why I don't think they can win is because their bigs are inconsistent. Uh, Nalissa Smith cannot shoot free throw, 50% or 60% free throw, something like that. I have to look at the numbers, but I think it's 50, 60%. Uh, can't defend. Can't defend. The last couple of games, she has been benched for Bob Dello, I think that's her name, and Dunks. But those two players have championship experience. I know Fatello won with Lynx in 2017. I think Damas won 2015 or something like that. So their experience might help this young team. I don't know about the coach. Some of her coaching decision, coach side, I don't know what she's thinking. Uh, so their defense is, I think they're uh, second to last in defense. They finished second to last in defense this season. So that's their Achilles heel. They cannot defend, especially the post. Caitlin Clark, too many turnovers. Everybody knows she when they double her, she throws the ball away. She needs to work on her handles. Her handles are shaky. And when they try to do the pick and roll, everybody knows she's gonna bounce the pass to the big, and other teams have picked up on that. They need to move the ball. It's not Clayton Clark with the ball out too much. So if they don't fix that, and Melissa Smith, she's athletic, but she doesn't know how to use her skills, her talent. So that's the reason why I don't think they can win. But if they meet the Connecticut Sun in the first round, because right now the Fever are the 6th seed. So if they meet the Connecticut Sun in the first round, I'm picking the Fever. I'm picking the Fever. So I think Fever can win first round if it's the Sun. If it's the Aces, I don't know, because there's like a more game tomorrow, and if Connecticut Sun lose their next game, I think they're playing the Chicago Sky, and Chicago Sky has to win to get into the playoff. Uh, the Aces could be in the third seed, so uh, Fever has a shot. Fever has a shot to win the championship, but I don't know. Uh, Connecticut Sun, they've been knocking on the door. They've been knocking on the door. They've been knocking on the door. But the issue is they cannot score. Their best player, Alyssa Thomas, cannot score. Your best player cannot be someone who she's like Draymond Green. And I'm not trying to insult Alyssa Thomas. Thomas is first ballot Hall of Fame. She's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. She's great. I know she does the triple double thing. She's I think she's second in assists in the season in the league. So, but I don't think they can score. They had a great trade with the Sky when they acquired Mabray, but she's tricky and she comes off the bench. So um, I know Dijonne Carrington, she improved a lot this season, and I don't know. I don't think this team can. I don't think this team can beat the Fever. I'm sorry. I don't think they can beat the Fever. I don't think they can beat the Aces. I don't think they can beat the Lynx. Uh, I don't think they can beat the Liberty. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The Suns will surprise me if they win because I think they got worse. I think last year they were better, even though uh, Dijon Harrington is way better than last year. Uh, ooh, third position. I know some people are gonna hate me. Liberty. I'm sorry. I cannot put Liberty in the top two spot. I'm sorry. Jonquil Robinson. Jonquil Jones. I'm saying Jonquil Robinson. Oh my God. See? Jonquil Jones disappeared too much. Disappeared too much in the playoff, man. When it's a critical game for the team to win, when she did the same thing when she was in the Connecticut Sun, the MVP year against the Chicago Sky. She did the same thing in the Liberty. I'm not saying that she's a bad player, but she disappeared in important games. And if Jean-Paul Jones doesn't get over the hump this season, you know, I don't, I don't know. I don't know if Liberty should bring her back next year. I'm sorry. Look is done, man. I'm sorry. She's a point guard, and UNESCO has more assists than her. Okay, we're gonna say, oh, Draymond Green has more assists than Steph Curry. But Steph Curry, come on, man. Ventus Luke is not Steph Curry. Ventus Luke cannot score. She cannot defend. Liability. It's 5 against 4. If I'm another team, I'll leave her wide open. She cannot shoot anymore. I'm sorry. I saw it when she was on the Sky, the last year on the Sky. She was terrible. The last couple of playoffs, she has been terrible for the Liberty. I'm sorry. And I don't want to be harsh because she lost her mother this season, and I'm sorry. I know it's hard to lose a parent. But I'm sorry. She's not the same player. I'm not going to be harsh. I'm not going to be saying the things that I used to say in the comments. Maybe one day I'll say it, but I'm sorry. But this look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't see the Liberty winning the championship, especially if they meet in the Aces in the semifinals. The Liberty better wish the Aces get the 3rd seed, so the Lynx could get rid of them for them, because the Liberty always win the regular season series against the Aces, and the Aces beat them in the playoff. So I'm sorry, man. Understood. I know they have a fantastic player on the bench. I don't know if I can say her name correctly. Leonie Yipich. I know she was MVP in the EuroLeague, and she has been fantastic this season. And fantastic this season. But come on. I'm sorry, Liberty has to prove me wrong. They have to prove me wrong. Second place. Ooh. The last 2 spots are tough for me. I never thought before the season that it would be a battle for me between the Lynx and the Aces. Last week, I thought the Lynx is the championship. Is their championship to win. This week, I am saying for the second spot, I am picking the Lynx. I'm sorry. A lot of the players, even though the Lynx have I think they have the best record since the Olympic break. And a lot of the players have career season, and they shoot a lot of threes. And I think Bridget Colton, she's shooting like 44%. 44% from the field. McBride, she's shooting 40% from the field. Alana Smith shooting 40% on the field. Their best player, Giselle Collier, I mean, she's shooting better from the 3 this season. Courtney Williams, believe it or not, she's shooting worse. The 3 is worse this season, but she has been good for them. The thing is, their defense is really great. I think the Giselle Collier could be defensive player of the year. And even though they won the series against the Aces, even though they swept the Liberty, I think they won the Commissioner Cup against the Liberty, if I remember correctly. I think the Lex are you second place. I still think it might win the whole thing. It depends on the seeding. It's 1A, 1B. I don't know. It's 2. So I have to pick a 2. So I'm picking the Lex. Okay. Number 1. Last week I said the Lex, but this week I'm saying my favorite to win and to repeat and to win the championship 3 times in a row for the first time in the WNBA history. It's gonna be the Las Vegas. Why did I make the switch? I thought Chelsea Gray was Van der Sloot. I thought Chelsea Gray was done. But since she came back from the Olympics, I think she got humbled in the Olympics. Because in the Olympics, she couldn't do anything. She could not do anything. But she picked up her game. She's playing better defense. And Becky Hammond is playing Sydney Carson. Carson is great defensively. Great. She's playing better. She's a better playmaker. And the other player coming from the bench, Tiffany Hayes, I think that's her name. She's playing great, and she's playing great. And Cassie Plum has been playing better. Cassie Plum has been playing better. The concern that I have for the Aces are 2 things. I hope that Angel Wilson doesn't get burned out because she's been carrying the team all season because the other players were struggling. Cassie Plum, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray. She's been carrying the team all season. And the second concern that I have is Jackie Young is shooting terribly. Last year I think she was 40% on 3, and this year she's like 33%, something like that. I look at the numbers like that. I think she was 30%. So Jackie Young has to play better. In order for the Aces to win, Jackie Young has to play better. And their defense was better last season. I think they were first. I think this season they're like 5th. They're like 5th. So even though they're scoring the best in the WNBA, but they score the most points in the WNBA. But I think their defense has to be better, and they play better defense. I think Jackie. It depends on Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young to me. So those are my 5 contenders. Now, why didn't I pick the Storm? I think the Storm has too many deficiencies. I think Gerald Lloyd, she's injured right now. And NZ Maghabor, something like that. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. If you see that, I'm sorry. I apologize. They injured and didn't play last night. Gerald Lloyd cannot defend. And I think she's struggling this season. And Skylar Diggins-Smith, she's her threes fell last night, but I don't know if she can shoot the 3 really well. Gabby Williams, that was a great addition. So I'm gonna see if they're gonna win, if they're gonna play better, if they're gonna win a game. I know they might play the Connecticut Sun or the Aces. It depends because they are locked in the 5th seed. So they might play the Connecticut Sun and the Aces in the first round. If they play Aces in the first round, I think they're gonna lose. If they play the Sun, they have a chance to win. What other team? Okay, Las Vegas Aces, Connecticut Sun. No, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think Dream has a shot. I'm sorry. I don't think they have a shot. Tina Charles. I mean, she's playing great this season. But I don't think they have a shot. Phoenix Mercury. No shot. Diana Taurasi, come on, man. Diana Taurasi, man. I think she's the dirtiest player of all time in the WNBA, and I mean that disrespectfully. I'm sorry. I do not like Diana Taurasi. I mean, she's a great player. She had a great career, but she's the dirtiest player I've ever seen in WNBA. I think Brittany Griner has regressed, and she always wants to fight. I think Kalia Copper, she, it's Kalia Copper or bust. Um, I hope Rebecca Allen plays because she's great defensively for them. Sophie Cunningham, I mean, she was a starter last season. No, she's coming off the bench. I mean, Natasha Cloud, I mean, she's great. I mean, she won a championship with the Mystics, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Diana Taurasi, I mean, she has a great career. She had a decent season. I mean, I don't know. I have nothing else to say about the Mercury. Sky and Jerry's great rookie season until he got injured. I know you're working on your game, and I know you started a podcast now. So I hope you work on your game in the off season. And I wish you the best. But I don't think the team is gonna win. And I would want the team to succeed because my favorite player is the coach of the Chicago Sky, Teresa Witherspoon. But they cannot score. It's Kennedy Carter or bust. Dream. If the dream gets in instead of the Sky, Howard, Howard a bust. I don't know. Canada is okay. She's great. She's a good player. Tina Charles, but I don't know about that. Mystics, he had a good, decent season. Your favorite player, I mean, your best player didn't play this season, and you lost Natasha Cloud. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna make it, um, but we'll see. So those are my five: the Sun, the Fever, the Liberty, the S's, and the Lynx and the S's. So I wanted to talk about uh, awards. Awards. So I don't know if I need to say anything else. I think the MVP is Asia Wilson. I think she's gonna be anonymous. Uh, I don't know. I don't think there's nothing else for me to say. If she didn't have this great of a season, I think Nafizia Calder could have won that award because her season has been great. I mean, nobody expected the Lynx to be this good. So Asia Wilson and second place, way behind the Physio Calder. Rookie of the year, Kitten Croft. I mean, anonymous as well. For some time during the season, I thought Angel Reese was the rookie of the year, but I think the rookie of the year right now, I mean, is gonna be Kitten Croft. Defensive player of the year. I think a lot of people are saying there's a couple names that's coming for defensive player of the year. They said Asia Wilson. I think she won it back to back twice the last 2 years. They said Alyssa Thomas. They said Dijonne Carrington and the physical. To me, um, the physio color, it's between the physio color and Dijonne Carrington. To me, Dijonne Carrington is the defensive player of the year, but I don't think they're gonna give it to her. They're gonna give it to Nafisa Collier because they want her to win an award this season. Because she's not gonna win MVP, and she played great this season, so they're gonna want her to win an award. So they're probably gonna give it to Nafisa Collier. But Dijon Carrington had been balling. So all respect to Nafizia Collier or Dijon Carrington. I mean, either one win it, that would be great. Um, Most improved player, I think this is Dijon Carrington. I'm sorry, that's her, Dijon Carrington. Even though I think two next players are in consideration. I think Alana Smith, she's playing way better than last season. And Bridget Compton, way better than last season. I think those three players, to me, most improved players. I mean, I don't see any other player improve compared to last season. I mean, Joe Wilson, she played better than last season, but she's gonna win MVP. But most improved player, Dijon Carrington. To me, is Dijon Carrington. Uh, Coach of the year. Coach of the year. I think I hear people say Rondello, Christy Sides, Cherry Reed. So out of the three, I think Cherry Reed is gonna win it because she has like one star or superstar on her team. Nobody saw Bridget Carlton, Alan Smith anywhere. Courtney Williams, coming out of nowhere. This team is winning all those games. So I think Cheryl Reed is the coach of the year. I think she's gonna win it like 4 times. I think she's gonna break a tie with Tebow and still in question. Tebow and the former coach of the Comets. I forgot his name. But yeah. So she's gonna win it for 4 times. 6 men, 6 women. I'm sorry, 6 women of the year. I think it's between 6 women of the year. I think Tiffany Hayes is gonna get votes, and I think Sophie Cunningham is gonna get votes. I don't see anybody. I think what's her name on the Liberty? Uh, oh my God, I have to look her name up. I keep forgetting her name. Lainey the Beach. I think she's gonna get votes. So I don't see anybody else 6 way up here. Oh man, that's a. But I think those three players deserve consideration the most for 6 women of the year. I think ooh, I think Tiffany Hayes might win it. Tiffany Hayes might win it. I don't know about man. Lenny Fibbage? I don't know. Tiffany Hayes. To me, I think Tiffany Hayes is gonna win it. Yeah, Tiffany Hayes, I think Tiffany Hayes is gonna win it. So that was an interesting season. Uh, it started. I think it was one of the most interesting season of the year. We had the Caitlin Clark effect. The let's not foul Caitlin Clark. I think we had the Asia Wilson effect. I think we have the so many storylines. I think Lynx surprising everybody. I mean, they surprised me because I didn't think they would make the playoff. So they surprised me. So I think the AC is gonna repeat. I'm sorry, I don't think the Liberty is gonna win. Finally win. Uh, Lex have a good chance to maintain the momentum and win the championship. If the Aces lose to the Liberty in the first semifinals, I think the Lynx beat the Liberty in the finals. Um, yeah, because of the way because their coach is way better than Brondello. I'm sorry. Can the Fever reach the finals? I think it's possible because when I saw the Fever play the Lynx, Fever are in the game. They always lead the lengths during the game. But because they're so young, they lose momentum, they lose their focus, and the turnovers, uh, they lose the lead. The lead and the lengths win those games. So to recap, to awards, MVP AJ Wilson. I think she's the face of the WNBA, but you know, getting Clark fans on X or Twitter or whatever it's called now, or Instagram or social media, or they're gonna say Caitlin Clark. Maybe Caitlin Clark is the marketing face, but it's AJ Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year. I think Dejounte Carrington should win it, but I think Nafisa Collier is gonna get it. Most improved player, I think Dejounte Carrington is gonna win it. Um, even though I think Alana Smith and Richard Carlton have a good case. Uh, Six Women of the Year, I think Tiffany Hayes might win it, as a strong case to win it, even though Leonie Babich, and I'm sorry if I uh, crush your name, respectfully, unlike Diana Taurasi, disrespectfully. I think she's 30th player of all time in WNBA. Sophie Cunningham is in the running for Six Women of the Year. I think Tiffany Hayes is going to win it, but I could see Sophie Cunningham or Leonie Babich winning because they've been impactful. Coach of the Year, I think it's Sherry Reed. I'm sorry, it's Sherry Reed because she doesn't have a super team like New York Liberty. Uh, doesn't have a super team like Chrissy Sides. I mean, the team turned around from last season, but I think mostly it's the addition of Caitlin Clark. So, I mean, she might get votes, but you know, I think Sherry Reeves the coach of the year. Rookie of the Year, I think it's Caitlin Clark. Even though I think Rikia Jackson from the Sparks, she could make a good case for her. I think she could be in second place because Angel Reese got injured. So I think Rikia Jackson, she had a good season. I mean, she should get one vote because she was fighting with Brittany Griner last night. So that was funny to me, the fight last night. I don't know if you should look it up online. It's funny to watch. So I think Caitlin Clark is gonna. So that's all that I have for tonight, and we have a couple of games tomorrow. I think that's the last night for the WNBA before the playoff starts on Sunday, and I think tomorrow we'll know the final seed. We will know who's gonna be in the 8th seed. I think I had it here. I'm sorry, I had it here. If Atlanta win, they are in. I think Atlanta is playing New York, so New York has nothing to play for. So I don't know. Are they gonna rest their players? So especially those injury-prone players in the Liberty. Uh, Lenny. I'm sorry if I butcher her name too. Lenny Virginia. Lenny. Oh my God, I'm butchering her name. Uh, Atlanta Dream is gonna win. If they win, they are in. They're gonna be the 8th seed. They're gonna play the Liberty. If Atlanta, Washington, and Chicago all three lose, Atlanta is in. If Washington win, Atlanta and Chicago lose, Atlanta are in. If Washington and Chicago win, Atlanta lose, Washington is in. If Chicago win, Atlanta and Washington lose, Chicago win. I think Chicago is going to lose. I saw Kennedy Carter and Camilla Cardoso on the sideline. The last game, I think Kennedy Carter is injured. So, and I think Chicago is playing at Connecticut. And I think Connecticut wants to win this game to be the 3rd seed. unless they want to be the fourth seed to play the Storm. I don't know. Chicago is playing at Connecticut. There's no way Chicago is winning that. Atlanta is playing at New York. Is the Liberty going to rest the players? Indiana at Washington. I mean, Indiana has nothing to play for. Instead, if they want to go to the playoff, on a positive note. So let's see. So I could see Washington and Atlanta win. If Washington win and Atlanta win, what happens? Let me see. If Washington win, Atlanta win. I think Atlanta is gonna go to, yeah. So that was the first episode of arm sharing. I hope it was entertaining. I hope you understand what I was saying. I apologize. English is my second language. My first language is French and Haitian Creole. So I hope it was entertaining and you learned something from me. I'm sure there's gonna be more surprise in the show. We're gonna have guests. We might have games, rewards. You never know. You never know who's gonna pop up. So thank you very much for tuning in, for listening, for watching, and stay tuned. I'm cheering. See you next time.